Radionomicon is back. Ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to episode 666. Let's hear it again. Episode 666. Singer Hellions. Phase 2 is upon us tomorrow. Alright, that was a track from the band Code Error, a side project of the band members of Tools of the Trade and Wormrot. Next up, it's time for Necro Views. And today's special, we have not one, not two, but three exclusive interviews. First, let's call upon Han Shah of Nafrat. Hi Han, welcome to the show. Great to have you here with us. Now tell us briefly all about Nafrat's history and your upcoming project.
So the band was formed in 2003 by Farhan on vocals. Some of you might know him as Fizo. Asman on drums, Iskandar on guitars, and myself Han on guitars. We recorded our first EP in 2005 called Chaos Unleashed. It was a 3-track release. And then within the same year, we also recorded another EP called Invoking the Masses. It just motivated us to write more stuff, and then we actually did record our first full-length album in 2007. This one was released by Vicoplus Productions. It was called Through Imminent Visions. We had Kai of Vicoplus helping us a lot with the release, so he was very motivating to us at the time. So we were really grateful to him for his part in the process. We managed to promote the album by playing a lot of local and overseas shows, which was quite a surreal experience for us. And then soon after, unfortunately, Farhan left the band, and there were a lot of changes in the vocal department. And then the band went on a hiatus because we had to sort some personal shit. Some of us, we had to deal with life itself. So we figured that we had to spend time away from the band. And that was the best thing to do at the time. Then in 2016, we got together again, and we decided to do this thing again. And we got our lineup sorted out, and we had a bassist this time, Firdaus, to join us. And then I took on the vocal role because we just need to keep this afloat. So that was the only thing that we decided that the band had to do. So we recorded and released Abnegation in 2018. We spent the whole year of 2018 by promoting the album and by playing shows and traveling to these countries to reach out to these people as well. It brings us to memory lane again, because what we did with Terminal Visions by traveling all to these countries, it was quite a surreal experience. So we can't wait to get back and doing the stuff again. So this year, unfortunately, we did have plans to release some new material, but the circuit breaker got in the way, and then we just really hope that this whole issue or situation will boil over very soon. And what's most important, I guess, this thing is pretty much bigger than all of us, and we just have to, stay clear and be disciplined, and hopefully, we can get back our lives and get back in to do what we actually plan to do for the year. So hopefully this thing gets resolved soon, and we manage to see all you guys at the shows, and of course the boss himself, Arif. We hope you guys all stay safe and see you on the other side. Thank you.
Okay, bro, thanks a lot for being on the show. Let's bang your heads to Iconoclasts, taken from Nafrat's album Abnegation.
shall be. This purpose of life is to end. A century's past, salvation important to the edge of the world. Never save again, whose souls be sold to a demon I know to walk the sea. And I'm so believe of the intent is for the benefit of policy. We're gonna trust and let us one. So
Hey, what's up? This is Hansha from Nafrat, and you're listening to Radionomicon.
Radionomicon, heavy music to raise the dead.
So guys, since it's episode 6, let's not forget the 600 in our accounts. Money, 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 money. Let's now spin the book of the dead and see who is summoned. Okay, right now we have Kontempt, a harsh noise grind project of Zavile of Macbeth. All you fans of noise and experimental music, check it out. This one is called Ascend Superior Genome, taken from the album The Destruction of Life, Unworthy of Life.
In other words, a church had to be a church of the blood rather than a church of faith or a church of belief. The blood tied together the Nordic races. So for Rosenberg, blood, racial stack, racial identity became the keynotes of this new ideology. It has a determining factor.
will be brought back to honor again. The whole secret knowledge of nature, of the divine, of the demonic. We will wash off the Christian veneer and bring out a religion peculiar to our race. The whole secret knowledge of nature, of the divine, of the demonic. We will wash off the Christian veneer and bring out a religion peculiar to our race. The Christian veneer and bring out a knowledge of nature, of the divine. All beliefs will be brought back to honor again. So the further when he wrote, the old beliefs will be brought back to honor again. The whole secret knowledge of nature, of the divine, of the demonic. We will wash off the Christian veneer. We will wash off the Christian veneer of the divine, of the demonic. We will wash off the Christian veneer and bring out a religion peculiar to our race. A religion peculiar to our race. Peculiar to our race. And bring out a religion peculiar to our race.
Here's round 2 of Necro Views and we have Mr. Clarence of Assault and Heavy Metal Tribune with us. Mr. Chong, welcome to the show. Tell us about upcoming plans for Assault and also the Heavy Metal Tribune Zine.
Hey Rip, many thanks for having me on the podcast. I'm Clarence from Assault, and I'm glad that you enjoy Assault latest release, The Fallen Ride. And I'd like to inform you that we are in the midst of wrapping up the recordings for our second album, 1776. I left about 2 songs for vocals, and I think for the guitar parts we have the lead guitar parts we left I think another 5 songs, and we are done. So right now in the midst of the COVID-19 situations, the last update we gave to the fans is we're doing a major revamp on the band logo, and we are also starting to prepare the album art. So the album artwork is in progress. So I think we will eventually review the artist who's behind our logo and our album art soon. So stay tuned. And regarding on the Heavy Metal Tribune, yes, I'm still part of the editorial team of HMT, and HMT has been around since 2010. So it consists of 5 good friends. We formed HMTs because for the love we have passions for heavy metal, and we want to contribute to the local scene. And throughout this 10 years, I interview a lot of bands, famous bands like I did like Watain, we did Paradise Lost, we did Enthroned, Warbringer, some of the bands that we interviewed in the past. And of course, any upcoming bands that I want to interview, yes, bands like Negafoul, Paradise Lost with their new album release, I would love to interview them again. Mayhem, some of these bands, we did my radar, and we've been constantly getting email blasts from the major labels, to interview bands. But nowadays I'm juggling my time between Assault, and my day job. So in terms of time allocation to HMT, it's probably much lesser. But yeah, I'm still trying to find a balance to do these 3 things at a time. Yep. And future show for Assault, of course, the plan now is to finish up the record, and after that, our target is to release the album next year, 2021, early 2021, and we will have a album launch. And hopefully, of the album launch, we'll have an Asian tour. This is our plan. Hopefully we can venture out to new countries. For the last tour, we went to Mongolia, which was a fantastic experience for us, pretty exotic experience for us. So yep. I hope the fans can stay tuned for what we have to offer, because it's going to be a surprise for all, and I'm sure existing fans will like this album as much as we do. Thank you.
Okay, brother, thanks so much for being on the show. This is The Fallen Reich, taken from Assault's album, The Fallen Reich.
Supremacy, this is a loss. People want more humanity.
Hi, this is Clarence from Assault and Heavy Metal Tribune. You are listening to Radionomicon.
Heavy music to raise the dead.
Alright, now let's spin. Let's see who's next. Now it's none other than Witchseeker. Here's When the Clock Strikes. Take it away, guys.
Raising hell into the air, unleashing chaos into the night, cutting the silence, shaking the earth, on the loose like a beast that's a kill, going out of control. Inner demons arise, it's all nothing tonight. When the clock strikes, wrecking the streets, dead on the walls, filled with fire, devil's child, dressed in leather, dressed in black, our metal, we're ready to attack, going out of control. Inner demons arise, it's all nothing tonight. When the clock strikes, when the clock strikes, when the clock strikes. Raising hell into the air, unleashing chaos into the night, cutting the silence, shaking the earth, on the loose like a beast that's a kill, going out of control. Inner demons arise, it's all nothing tonight. When the clock strikes, when the clock strikes.
Radionomicon, heavy music to raise the dead.
Presenting round 3 of Necro Views. Today we have an international special. Here we have Mr. Shagzul of Manzer, an ex-Legion of Death Records from France. Hails, brother, thanks for being on the show. Now please tell us briefly the history of Manzer and your side project and upcoming plans from yourself.
Hi there, brother. Well, Manzer was born in 2008 in Pictevia, a region in the center-west of France. I really wanted to go back to the roots of black metal, with influences from bands like Venom, Bathory, Hellhammer, Sabbath, and so on, mixing it with rock and roll and punk as well, like Motorhead, GBH, such stuff. We have 2 full-length albums, and we're currently working on the third one, called Impious Invocation of Ebalus. We also have lots of EPs, splits, compilations and live releases. The band has been made to play live and we love to tour the world. We played in 20 countries so far, and when we tour at the other side of the world, I like to release a selection of the best songs on my label on CD format. The latest live release is called Pictavian Invasion in Central America. It's a double CD, completely full with big booklet. We toured in Guatemala, Salvador, Panama, Costa Rica and Mexico. Our last tour. It went so fine that we had enough material for a double CD release. The best Manzer live release so far, if you ask me. About the lineup, it's me on drums and vocals, X-Ray on bass and backing vocals, and Ogma on guitar. X-Ray also plays in Stonewitch, a heavy metal band I've signed on my label. We also have a post-punk death rock band together called The Last Oath. And Ogma also plays in a death metal band called Fall of Seraph. I also have a side project simply called Shaxul. I play all instruments by myself and record too. My first release is a EP available on CD and tape format called Hate and Disgust. It's kind of metal punk style, like a crossover between Bassory and Bad Religion or something like that. But I am planning to do everything I like with this project, so right now I am working on a full-length album and it will be something we could call dark folk, acoustic stuff. The album is written and I've started rehearsing the songs. When it comes to my label, Legend of Death Records was created in 2001, but it has stopped because the concept no longer has a place in today's scene. There's almost no support right now for the underground. People almost don't buy records anymore, except for trendy or mainstream stuff. And I was mainly releasing 7-inch EPs by bands hailing from unknown parts of the world. My label is still alive though. It's called Armée de la Mort Records, but I mainly release limited CDs now, also by French bands. My next release is at the plant right now. It's a band from my region called The Last Tomb. Perfect if you are into early Coroner, Mekong Delta, and technical thrash metal in general, but also stuff like Slayer and so on. And then I will release a mini CD from Meurtrière, a heavy metal band from France and sung in French. They all come from a punk background but wanted to pay tribute to the new wave of British heavy metal and also the heavy metal movement from the 80s in France, especially the bands from Devil's Records. Then there will be a new compilation from Manzer called Pictavian Chronicles, Volume 2. It has our EPs, splits, and some rare tracks. I've also signed an artist from Guatemala called Sophie Lorraine. She has a death metal band called Exe High, and she has a personal project which is great dark folk music. It's the first time I sign a non-metal artist, and I'm very excited about that. She considers herself a witch. She has a lot of talent. She even plays in the streets and in the bus. She's quite an incredible artist. Her album will have 2 heavy metal songs as bonus because she can play that perfectly too. Now I'm just waiting for the end of that chaos caused by the coronavirus. I miss playing live, touring and traveling. Everything got cancelled this year. Let's hope everything will be back to normal next year. We would like to tour Southeast Asia, by the way, in some countries we've never been, like Cambodia, Vietnam, Laos, Philippines, and maybe come back to Thailand. I guess that's all for now. Cheers to all our supporters. Thanks a lot for inviting me at your show, and see you all on the road, I hope. Hails!
Okay, guys, we've come to the last moments of the show. Hope you enjoyed episode 666 of Radionomicon. Hope you guys spend a good time for the second phase tomorrow. Stay safe always, and importantly, be yourself. And from the words of the great beast 666, act passionately, think rationally, and be thyself. Till we meet again, here's Howling Wilderness from Manzer.
Get back from these lands to west. Eat a giant swamps and eat for rest. Full of drops who played in death for sentence. We live in the edge, me and the black river street. We live in the edge, you know under the beat. Hey! Those times of no one has no chivalry. Burning captives of head for trophy. We live in the edge, we in the black river streets. We live in the edge, you know I drove to the beat. But we know that Oscar will save you.